Maybe I need to open a file called Silicon Valley Owes You Money, because here's another one of these. Google has agreed to pay $350 million to settle a lawsuit over a Google Plus security lapse that exposed personal data. If you happened to be someone who bought stock in Google in roughly 2018 to 2019, you can get yourself a share of the settlement, quoting the Washington Post. The settlement comes just weeks after Google settled another lawsuit brought by users of its Chrome web browser who had their data tracked even though they were using private mode. That case could cost Google billions, though a specific amount has yet to be announced. People who bought Google stock from April 23, 2018 to April 30, 2019 will be able to apply for a share of the settlement according to a filing with the U.S. Court for the Northern District of California. Eligible investors will be notified by mail and a website with information will be created, the filing said. In 2018, Google realized that its systems had been exposing the data of millions of users of its Google Plus website to external developers for years, but executives chose not to notify the public or shareholders. An internal Google memo at the time pointed out that if the security lapse came to light, the company might be subject to the kind of scrutiny Facebook was then receiving for how its data was used by Cambridge Analytica in the 2016 election. Months later, the Wall Street Journal reported on the potential data breach, sending the company's stock plummeting and triggering a wave of negative media reports. Lawsuits ensued, and Google settled a class action lawsuit by users whose data was affected for $7.5 million in 2018. Most people who applied only got a few dollars. The case that was settled Monday was brought by the Rhode Island government, whose pension fund was an investor in Google. It wound its way through the courts for 5 years, and Google tried unsuccessfully to appeal it to the Supreme Court before the settlement was reached, end quote.